while we're learning, we can always go and get fluid example. So let's go back to our project and start. Where's our gun? You want to create some, explosion. You can just get fluid example. And here we have explosions. We have clouds. I forgot to talk about clouds. How the clouds made? They're non-dynamic. So if we import one, this is based on texture actually. So you see we have two cubes. Remember I was showing you the gradient shading. So we have one like for sky. For the sky is another one inside. And we can do like fly through. See those clouds? So how they made? They made by texture only. And that's, if you go down, cloud layer, you can get rid of sky fog is just gradient. It's another cube, another container with only, has no texture, nothing. It's all it has, it's content method, everything to off 0, and then inside the shading, we have the cube, little edge drop off, and you have this incandescence set on Y gradient. That's it. That's where you can change. You see, you can adjust the color, make it yellow. I don't know why yellow, green, pollution. All right, you can adjust the color here. It's only, and this is opacity. So that's for the sky kind of particle thing, cube, and then we go to cloud layer. So we can get rid of this fog, just to make it faster, render. Then we go to cloud layer. This is what we got. We have a Y gradient, and then we have texture incandescence and texture opacity. Yeah, it's going. So it's all like threshold, you see. We can add some clouds. You can reduce the amplitude. You can get less ratio, more ratio. We add more frequency. So it's all controlled through the textures. And we have a very bad quality as well in shading quality. Make it bigger, a little better. Shading quality, see 1.5 all the way to 4. Let's render it a little better. We have that frequency. That's the frequency, those spots, those points. I think that's the altitude. So if we have time, we'll play with it. But for now, we have a project to finish. All right, so let's build our car. Right now, we're just going to use, okay, where we are? The car. Let's do it that way. This as well. And up. Great little car. And then I put it in the ground. Make it wider. Okay, and we'll add some subdivisions. We'll add some polygons to it. And get some shape. And then now we go, where's my ferrite tool? Polygons, edit mesh, and then we'll just put it here. Split, insert edge. . That's good. Okay, if we double click that one, we can do multiple edge loops, and then we go like 6 of them. Boom. That's enough resolution, and then we'll go 10 on this side, and we add like 4 here, and then 3 here, and then 3 and 3. Oh, sorry. Oops, that's it. We have enough resolution, so we can make end cloth. Now let's think ahead. We will emit, for example, we'll take cat fluid just for now. Let's save it. Save scene as, shoot car. Cube. And this is nice. I suggest you put it on the shelf. Just go on your select polygon shelf, and then Option Shift, hold it, and then in Polygons menu you go to Edit Mesh, and while you hold Option and Shift, you select Insert Edge Loop tool. Yeah, and that's what's supposed to. And Mac does a really bad job putting the icons on that shelf, so you might try to do it again, but it's good to have it on your shelf. So that tool, and then if you double click it, you get the options. So you either you can do relative distance, and then you just select it, and then select your tool, and then you can go and add divisions like that. Or you can do it automatically, and you can do equal distance, and it will throw it in the middle. Or you can go multiple edge, and it says equal multiplier, and then you can say, okay, I have number of edge loops, in this case 3, and it throws 3, 3, 3, boom. Very convenient to add divisions to your model. So it's called Mesh Insert Edge Loop Tool, this one. All right, so we have our gun. It shoots the particles that we created yesterday, right? The tracers, and then we hit the car. So we need one type of particles, which is end particles, that will destroy the car once we convert it to end cloth. It will hit and will apply tear constraint to car vertices. It will tear the car apart, and and then we need another type of particle. So we emit one particle shape will destroy the car, the end cloth car. Another one would hit the surface. We'll still have to think it through. Will have collision events on it, and whenever it hits the surface, it will emit particles. Which we call sparks. Those sparks that we saw, it will emit those sparks. Whenever it hits the ground or the car, we'll have sparks flying around. So we have third type of particles. So we have 1, 2, 3. Let's say it's 2A. Those are sparks, and we have a fluid cube around our car. Fluid container. And we'll emit different type of particles that will die much faster, but those particles will emit fluids in the container. So we have fire. Each time we hit, we have fire and a blast. That type of particle, number 3. Oh, actually, it's 2B. Yeah, we'll do this. We'll use the same. 2B. They will blast and will have very short life, and they will emit the fire. So we have all that mess going on. I need one gun too. Okay, let's go. We saved it. Let's save it. Don't forget to save. Delete history. delete history on this one as well. And then I'll move the pivot. What was that? Home, I think. Yeah, home.
Is that the gun that you're creating?
Yeah, I mean, I'm building like quick. So I'll move the pivot home, and then since it's 6-barrel, I go to duplicate special. And I'll say I need 5 copies, and I need to rotate them around my pivot that I move to the middle. I'll say X, Y, rotate in Y, 360, 660 degrees. Apply, oops. I got 6-barrel here. I put it inside some drum.
Where did you go to do the 5 spheres?
You go to, it says duplicate special, it's right here, duplicate special. And I move the pivot, so it will go around the pivot. You see, like my pivot is not in the middle, it's right in the, so you select X, huh? Okay, let's do it again. Okay, I take surface, I use NURBS. So I'm making my barrel, one of them. That's long enough. And then select the barrel, and then delete history. We don't need a history.